Our landslide coverage continuing for you tonight. A daunting task for geologists right here in the state of Utah as they try and keep up with these landslides across the Wasatch Front. Some of those landslides weren't on the watch until just this year.
So which of these landslide areas are close to homes? 2 News reporter Paul Nelson is live with more. And Paul, what areas are geologists watching?
Well, one big one is just north of the Capitol, right here in City Creek Canyon. Now, and this is a slide that has been moving for many years. However, one woman who lives up here says that she saw the earth move just in the past few weeks.
This just happened earlier this spring.
Cathy Babcook has lived right next to City Creek Canyon for 10 years. But just a few weeks ago, a portion of her neighbor's fence came sliding down the hill.
That used to be a complete fence with the corner visible. And there is a Russian olive tree that's sort of halfway down the hillside now.
Babcook says the city has fortified the slope next to her property, but she says her lot was deemed unbuildable many years ago.
I don't know that the previous owners knew that.
City Creek Canyon is one of over 100 slide areas being watched by the Utah Geological Survey, and most of those are near residential areas. But new slides have popped up just this year. For instance, 2 were reported in Layton. The slide that injured a couple in Fruit Heights was not on their radar. And senior geologist Greg McDonald says they just got a tip about a new one in Logan by Cliffside Drive.
I mean, it's an area that's prone to landsliding, but this is an area that has never slid before.
There are 2 areas being watched in North Salt Lake, one in the Spring Hill Lane area and another one in Parkway Drive, where a large slide happened 9 years ago. City manager Ken Leatham says they have equipment in the ground near Parkway Drive to track any soil movement. What are you doing to ensure that the areas that appear to be safe for now stay safe later?
We have, since the slide in 2014, we have changed our city ordinances. We require much more comprehensive geotechnical studies.
Plus, they're keeping a close watch over their known problem areas.
In both of our landslides, the USGS is monitoring those slides. They have instrumentation that's been placed in the ground. A public works department that's out in the city every day, our city engineers around.
And some of those newer slides that the UGS is surveying there include, there was one in Mountain Green, there's another one in Emigration Canyon, and also there is one by Bear River City by the cemetery. Reporting live, Paul Nelson, KUTV 2 News.
Thank you, Paul. On your screen now is video from Santa Clara. Back in 2016, a landslide happened in this neighborhood, and since then, not very many homes have been built in that area.
Yeah, we're keeping a close eye on all of this. Plus, here's the latest video from LAVERKIN, a landslide that occurred in this neighborhood back in 2020. And as you can see, some piping from the homes that collapsed in that subdivision are still visible to this day after the slide.